Hi, folks. It's Friday in September 2020, and I think today's the 4th. MW says there sure is a lot of mudslinging out of the Biden camp. So,
I bet there is. It's going to get a lot worse before it's over.
Yep. So you're up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, folks, it's going to be a bitter campaign. Bitter. And they're going to try to portray Biden as Mr. Nice Guy to his supporters. While at the same time, he's going to get down and dirty and ugly. And that's what I like about Trump. At least Trump's out front. At least he doesn't do covert work for the party. He won't stand back. He is back. But this is going to be a nasty, nasty, nasty campaign. And it's time now for us to get involved. I've warned you for years now that there'll be a time when we go to work. Well, that time's here. Now, starting Monday, we're going to give you a copy point. 1, not 10, 1. And it will be designed for you to send out to your Facebook people, your email people, any and every list that you can get your hands on, you personally. Now, the piece is designed to give them a specific information, a true, specific piece of information about Trump. Okay? True. But the trick is, once they read it, it's got to be short, and it will be. Once they read it, it's in their mind, and they can't forget it. Which then leads them to be in a position to spread the word to their group. This is purely Operation Daisy Chain. We got to do it. We got to do it now, or start it now. And so everybody get ready. Get ready. This thing's going to happen. Now, once again, I repeat, do not be deceived by what you see in the polls. The latest Winnipeg poll was 80% Democrats to 20%, actually less than 20% Republicans that took the poll. So I sure hope nobody believes with that kind of audience that you're going to get anything close to reality. Do not trust Fox polls. Don't trust anybody's polls. Now you say, well, why wouldn't you trust Fox's poll? Look, Fox makes a lot of money. They all do, a lot of money during a presidential campaign season. So do you think they want to spoil the party? Do you think they want to tell the truth and knock themselves out of millions and millions and millions of dollars in advertising revenue? No. This is when they grow viewership. This is when their ad revenues go up, and they're not going to let that spoil for anybody. Not even President Trump, and certainly not for the American people. It's on. It's on, and it's coming. And the war has just begun. We have several stages yet to go through. Yeah, there's only 60 days left, but we got stages to go through. And we're going to have to go through. We are. It's my job to make sure you know. It's your job to make sure everybody you know knows. So just remember Operation Daisy Chain. Now, Mary Ellen, if there's any questions, feed them to me.
Okay.
It's the end of the week, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just more that you don't know. You have no idea what I go through during the course of a day, even though I'm home. And by the way, we got the word of one medicine, it's $2,000 a month. At present, we owe like $2,300 to the hospital that we can't pay that didn't get covered by Medicaid or whatever the hell it was. So anyway, if you got a question, let it rip.
Yeah, Sherry says Dave Hodges said today he got word from a high source that Pelosi's going to make sure the election will not be known until January and bring in the UN to make the decision on who will act as president.
That is not true. The UN has no connection officially to the United States agreement, and she cannot bring it in. Hate to say it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who started that humdinger, but it's a humdinger.
Yeah, Dave Hodges said he had a source that told him.
God bless. You know, I love Dave. Think about it, Mary Ellen. Think about how many things Dave has said that have turned out not to be true or didn't come to pass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I love him to death. I'm just saying.
Okay, we're talking about Operation. I'm trying to type this in and it's not letting me do it. Okay, Operation Daisy Chain is the name of what we're doing. And, that's where we give information to somebody and they pass on the information to other people.
Yes.
So, do you know anything about the quantum financial system supposed to have begun September 1st?
Do not, and it will not.
Yep. Now, Robert, I've heard lots of people talk about Kamala Harris being or not being eligible for vice president because her dad, one of the things, the latest thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that question up in the. Sorry about that.
What are we talking about?
Somebody's saying that. Hang on just a sec. Where'd it go? Oh, Kamala Harris not being eligible because her parents, being from Jamaica and India, were at a university and therefore still under the purview of their home country, not even though she was born in the U.S.
No, not true. She could not serve in the United States Senate if that were true.
Right. So she's American by birth because she was born here and therefore has the right to go forward.
That's right.
All right. I saw Jared Kushner just was speaking and made the comment that Trump is not a politician, and then you called, so I didn't hear the rest of what he said. But
he's not.
But that was the whole reason we voted for him.
That's right.
So and the fact that he's a businessman is really what we recognized we needed, because we needed a businessman who could make trade deals that would be to our benefit. And
well, if y'all haven't seen that now, what's his name? He's a pure politician. There's no difference in him as President Biden. He is no different than the standard operating procedure mold of politician we've had for 70 years, probably. You can't pin him down. He'll be one way, one day, another way, another day, another way, another day, another way, another day. You can't pin him down. And plus, they've got the media behind them. That's what we've had all this time, and it's ruined this country. Now, we got a chance. Yeah, man's crude. But he's not crude in the business world. He's crude in the play world, in the play acting world, in the theatrical world of politics. And trust me, they've got a more bitter language there than he's ever used. Stay the course. What you got?
Okay. Will China invade before or after the election?
Neither.
Okay.
Why would China invade when we have seen a sample of a tiny bug that can't even be seen, smelled, heard, and killed a couple 100,000 people here?
Yeah. They don't have to put their own people at risk.
Mm-mm.
So, do you think we need to be stocking up on food and water like so many people are telling us?
Well, it never hurts in today's society because it could go south at any time. I mean, at any time it could go south. So, no, it wouldn't hurt to stock up. But I'm not telling you to stock up out of fear that it's imminent, it's going down. We're all old enough, we've all been around enough to see the instability that's here in this nation right now, and actually in the world. So no, it's not going to hurt to stock up on it, but don't do it out of fear. What else?
Those are the only questions I see right now. Oh, Mimi asked yesterday, and I want to say it's obvious that Larry's having an impact in how all of us are looking for the news behind the news, not just taking what we see at face value, but we're trying to see what's hidden. And so Mimi's been thinking about what's happening in the big cities, Portland and so on, and she was wondering if the Democratic mayors are being threatened because you said Al-Qaeda was, Antifa was actually Al-Qaeda, and knowing the Obama's support for Antifa, she was wondering if maybe somebody was pressuring them to cooperate and let Antifa have
well,
their
they're being pressured, yes, by Antifa, BLM, and black on black, and black versus black and a half, whatever. They're being pressured. They are. I don't think they're being extorted or blackmailed. Pressured, yes. But we're not to the blackmail part yet. It may come, but it's not here yet.
Okay. Ruby asked, do you think the voting machines and mail-in process are secure?
Do I think what?
The voting machines and mail-in process are secure.
No, they are not. No, they are not. So if you mail in your ballot, do what Trump suggests. Give it a couple of 3 days, go in, check, make sure it got logged in and registered the way you wanted it to. If it's not there, then demand a paper ballot, fill it out again. But do not walk in and vote on a voting machine and turn around and leave the building. That is a license for fraud. Walk in and demand a paper ballot. Please.
Yep. They have to have paper ballots for two reasons. In case there's somebody with a disability who can't use the machine, and in case the power goes out. They have to have enough ballots, paper ballots available in case the power is out and the machines don't work. So they have to have paper ballots.
You got it.
And if they, now we had people before, Larry, that we've told this, and the precinct insisted they had not received any. They insisted on that. And if your precinct insists on that, that needs to be reported to the Board of Elections. And you can find out now where your Board of Elections is go get a paper ballot.
Yep, sure can. What else do we got, guys?
Okay.
Hurry up.
Last question. Do you think we're going to have a second stimulus check?
Yes,
Okay.
we are. Look, the difference between Trump and the average politician Trump is not afraid to extend us financially in debt. He's not. Because he knows by extending us financially in debt further, if done properly, with the proper controls, we generate enough money to work ourselves out of it in virtually no time. He knows how to do that. That's what he does every day of his life. So a stimulus check, money from Trump to stimulate this economy and to help American people, it's not the same thing. It's the trickery that comes from the Republicans and Democrat politicians. It's not.
Okay, Biden is claiming, which Trump has denied over and over again, but Biden is claiming that Trump is planning to abolish Social Security and that Trump is not pro-military.
Well, you're seeing another lie.
Yep.
There's not any way a person can sit here and look at Donald Trump and say that he is not pro-military. And number two, he nor anybody else going to demolish or get rid of Social Security. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people are talking about that and frightening people. It's ridiculous. Okay, are we going to be back on Monday because it's Labor Day?
Yes, we are.
Yes, because we want everybody to, you've got the day off from work if you're a worker, and so we've got time to spend some time in the evening getting the Operation Daisy Chain started. So folks, over this weekend, please make sure you have your email list ready to go to contact people and you know, you're ready to spread the word.
That's right.
How do you know they're not going to do something with our paper ballots?
How do I know they're not going to do something with our paper ballots?
Yeah, how do you know they won't do something with your paper ballots to make a problem?
Oh, you're not listening to me. I'm saying they will do something with the paper ballots.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, folks, I really need financial help, please. We've got about all of it with the so if you can, if anybody can, please do. Now, I'm going to bug out this real long week.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm just getting out of like 7 months of hospital, so my body's just not functioning right just yet. So
Yeah. All right, Larry.
anyway, guys, have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday.
All right, I'll take it from here.
All right.
All right, guys. I will sweeten the pot a bit, like I suggested
This
last.
is just another
Whoops,
chapter that this
sorry. This is
administration has been able
Jared
to write.
Kushner's. That was Jared Kushner's live. So I made this. It's a very elegant, very shiny, very door wreath. Let me see if I can get it there in front. Door wreath. Okay. So let me see if I can turn it so you can see it. What I'd like to do is auction this off. So if you can put money in, I will put your name, but you have to let me know, okay? Make sure you let me know what you did for Larry. And the way to do that is to send me a screenshot of your PayPal. So text me at 240-499-6729. That my phone number and Larry's PayPal is also in the description box down below. And let's just say, I realize there are some people who are donating in smaller chunks, but I also have an idea if you've told me that you've donated more than, so that it'll add up. So let's just say anybody whose donations have added up to at least $25, we'll put your name in a hat for every $25 you donate. And we'll because this is good for a couple months. Let's let it go till, what do we do? Let's let it go till the end of September, and I'll get it in the mail immediately at the end of September. and we'll just put all the names in a big clear glass bowl and draw it. I don't have anybody here to draw it with me, but I can show you. So I'll put your name in a bowl, and we will draw a name for this, and I'll mail it out. So it's probably worth $150 if you had to buy it. So anyhow, anybody can help Larry, be greatly appreciated with all those bills coming at him. $2,000 a month in meds. But you know what, folks? I have to tell you, 2 years ago, he was doing that on a daily basis because of the things, the experimental meds and things he was on. He was doing that. We were going through $1,000 to $2,500 per day with Larry, with the additional oxygen he needed and so on. And the hyperbaric treatment he got and all this other stuff, plus the meds he was doing, the experimental medications and so on. They are going to do something, James, with the paper ballots if you mail them. You do an absentee paper ballot or do a paper ballot, but don't just mail it in. You have to take it in yourself and make sure you see it happen. So you can request a paper ballot by mail, but take it into the precinct and run it through the machine. We have to vote in person, okay? Yeah, verification's important. Now, Maryland's got the system completely rigged. I've told you this all the time. They are all about, we're doing paper ballots, but then you put it through the machine with no verification to prove that you voted, to prove that it was read, to prove what was read. It's ridiculous. But you can see that your ballot was scanned. So that, yes, Gloria, you are right on that. So stand there and don't just hand it off and disappear. Make sure it has actually been put through properly. Western Union is possible, Scott. Text me and I'll walk you through that, and I will go and pick it up myself, and we'll get that taken care of. All right, so that's it, folks. I will say goodbye for now, and we'll talk again on Monday. And like I said, we'll auction off this wreath at the end of the month. So thank you. God bless you. And we'll talk on Monday. Have a blessed weekend.